Josie, your amazing, superior big sister has a very important announcement to make. MJ? Is that you? Of course it's me, your one and only big sister, the college graduate who still bothers to check in on her poor, expelled from high school little sister. You should feel honored, really. I mean, I'm doing you a favor. Wow, haven't heard from you in ages, and you come in swinging like nothing's changed, huh? Impressive. Real classy. Listen, no matter how much you hate to hear it, we live in two completely different social worlds now, Josie. You're at the very bottom, and I'm staring at the top. You should at least show some respect when you speak to me. And this isn't just a random flex call, is it? If you've got something to say, just spit it out. I'm actually busy over here, believe it or not. Straight to the point, are we? Fine. I'm getting married, okay? Oh, wow. So there was someone out there willing to marry you, huh? Color me shocked. Excuse me? No, really. I mean, what a surprise. You've got some nerve, sis. You, who didn't even graduate, still unmarried, still stuck at the bottom of the barrel. What right do you have to mock me? Me? Mocking? You must be imagining things. Listen up, brat. My fiance? He's a department manager at the hottest IT company in the industry right now. Elite salary, fast-tracked career path, you name it. He's way out of your league, obviously. It's all thanks to my college degree, something a dropout like you could never even dream of. Looks like the gap between us is just going to get even bigger, huh? Sorry about that. Yeah, you sure sound sorry. If you're gonna laugh at the end, maybe don't bother with the fake apology. Ugh! Are you seriously too dense to recognize when you're being insulted? God, this is why I say you're hopeless. And this is why I can't take you seriously. I mean, your insults are so stale, I have to insult you back just to keep myself awake. What did you say? Wow, look at us getting off track. Didn't you say you had something important to tell me? Or was this just your usual superiority parade? You're the one derailing things, and not me. Okay, my bad. So, let me guess. You're getting married, and you're about to tell me I'm not invited to any of the wedding events, right? Wouldn't want your bottom-feeding sister embarrassing you, huh? Sorry to disappoint you, but it's the opposite. You are invited. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, really. Turns out my fiance works with one of my old classmates and, well, he knows I have a sister, so there's no hiding you. I see. So that's why you're stuck with me, huh? We're doing the family introduction this Saturday at noon. You will be there. Hold up. This Saturday? Are you kidding me? Did I not tell you I'm in Arizona right now? That's like a 3-hour flight, MJ. You couldn't have given me more notice? Doesn't matter. You're coming. His family is super traditional and takes this stuff seriously. Grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, everyone's going to be there. Wow. You're really going all out on this one, huh? Exactly. Think of it as your chance to help me pass this very critical first test in my journey to becoming Mrs. Elite. So suck it up and cooperate. Fine. I had other plans, but I guess I'll make it work somehow. That's the spirit. Oh, and just so we're clear, don't open your mouth unless absolutely necessary, okay? I don't need your dropout status ruining my image. Yeah. I'll just show up, stand there, and keep my mouth shut, right? Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Later. Seriously? How dare she act so smug when she's the one stuck at the bottom of the food chain? Hey, Josie, what the hell was that just now? Why were you chatting it up with my fiance like you two are old buddies? I step away for 1 second and you're already sneaking around behind my back? Even if you do know him from before, isn't there such a thing as boundaries? Or wait, don't tell me you got jealous, huh? Saw how handsome, successful, and perfect he is, and suddenly you thought, maybe I can snatch him for myself. This is exactly why I say people like you, high school dropouts at the bottom of the food chain, have no sense of decency. Wow, still playing the middle school insults card, huh? You really went all in back there during the family intro, too. Telling his parents and grandparents I'm just your embarrassing dropout sister who doesn't count as family? Or that having someone like me in your bloodline is a disgrace. You really do love showing off, don't you? Of course I do. And let me make something crystal clear. You even think about making a move on my fiance, and I will never forgive you. Relax, I'm not like you, you know. I don't make a habit of stealing other people's boyfriends. What did you say? Come on, MJ, we both know the stories. I mean, I didn't date anyone back when I was still living at home, so you never had a chance to stab me in the back directly. But everyone in town knew you had a thing for borrowing your friends' boyfriends. And not just once or twice, right? It was, what, your hobby? So what if I did? If I wanted something, I took it. That's how winners operate. Good for you. All I'm saying is you don't have to worry about me doing that. I'm not like you. I don't need to cling to someone else's leftovers to feel superior. You better not say a single unnecessary word to my fiancé. If I find out you've been filling his head with crap about me, I swear, Josie, I will make you regret it. Relax, I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. Trust me, I have zero interest in your perfect little fairy tale life. Good. Just remember your place. Yeah. Anyway, I've got somewhere to be. Unlike some people, I don't have time to obsess over appearances all day. Later. Ugh, she's so damn smug for someone who's barely scraping by. What a joke. Josie, pick up your damn phone right now. Whoa, calm down, MJ. Your choice of words is getting a little out of hand. Shut up. What did you say to him, huh? What the hell did you tell my fiancé behind my back? What are you even talking about? Don't play dumb with me. What did you whisper to him when you snuck around and chatted with him at the end of the gathering? Don't pretend you didn't. He asked me a few questions on his own. I didn't say anything during the whole face-to-face. At least not until you stormed off and left me standing there. Like hell you didn't. Listen up, you dropout disgrace. You don't even deserve to breathe the same air as a college graduate like him. If you don't want to ruin my perfect marriage, you better get your facts straight and go to college yourself first. About that, I am a college graduate, actually. What? Yeah, I got my high school equivalency while working. Then I enrolled in K University. K University? Wait, hold on a second. My fiancé also went to K University. Mm-hmm. He was a senior when I was a freshman. We weren't exactly close, but we had mutual acquaintances. So yeah, we did know of each other. You've got to be kidding me. That means... Yeah, he was pretty surprised you kept calling me a dropout. Actually asked me, didn't you tell them you graduated? Awkward, right? Why the hell didn't you say that sooner? I did. Remember 6 years ago? Sent a message to the family group chat. Told everyone I got my equivalency, then passed the entrance exams for K University. And 2 years ago, told everyone I graduated. No, you didn't. I did. No one replied. But I saw the red receipts from everyone. You included. Lies. All lies. You're a dropout. Always have been. You can scream all you want, but the truth is I'm a graduate, and your fiancé, who is also my university senior, can confirm it. No. And just so you know, Grandpa, Grandma, Uncle, Aunt, they all know too. No way. And yet you sat there with them spewing your dropout trash talk about me right in front of his family while knowing nothing. But dropouts are trash. That's how the world works. Sure. Then you'll be okay when your fiancé breaks off the engagement, right? Why would he do that? Didn't know, huh? His father's a high school dropout, too. Climbed his way up to an executive level through grit and persistence. Your precious fiancé said I could tell you that now since, well, he's pretty disgusted by the way you and the family acted towards me. That's impossible. A dropout? An executive? Are you joking? Nope. That whole bully your daughter-in-law act the family put on, he and his parents saw it. He said he nearly walked out of the venue. He could already see what kind of hell you'd make for his family after marriage. Guess that's why he's pulling the plug. No, this is wrong. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I'm a college graduate. I'm the winner. You can't win against me. Oh, MJ, it's cute how much faith you put in your degree. What the hell does that mean? Where have you been working since graduation? I mean, if you're gonna brag, at least show some results. What does that have to do with anything? Local gossip says you didn't even bother job hunting. Chased after high-income men clinging to, "I'm a K University graduate," like a badge. Used it to sneer at other women in the neighborhood. Guess what? They've been laughing behind your back for years now. Your whole family is the town joke. Lies! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Anyway, your fiance, or rather ex-fiance, and his family asked me to pass along their regards. They said goodbye, and so do I. I won't be informing the family when I get married. I'm cutting ties for good. Wait! You can't! Watch me. And so, in the end, it was inevitable. My sister's engagement was officially broken off by her fiancé. Given everything that had happened, the arguments, the lies, the suffocating expectations she placed on him, it had only been a matter of time before he finally reached his limit. When the announcement came, there was no long discussion, no pleading negotiations, no attempts at reconciliation. It was over, clean and absolute. Surprisingly, there were no demands for compensation, no lawsuits, no insistence on returning the expensive gifts, nor talks of reparations for the humiliation that had played out like a slow-motion disaster for all to witness. He simply wanted to cut his losses and sever ties as efficiently as possible. At least, that's what he told her. But for my sister, it wasn't about the money. What she lost that day was far worse, at least in her eyes. She lost the key to a future she had meticulously crafted in her mind, a future of luxury, influence, and power. Because this wasn't just any man she had been engaged to. He was, as she had proudly bragged on countless occasions, the epitome of what she deemed high spec. He was a man with a brilliant career, a future full of promise, and a six-figure salary before the age of 30. His father, too, was an executive in a major corporation, his network sprawling across industries, promising a safety net of connections that most people would kill for. To my sister, this wasn't just a man. He was her ticket out of mediocrity, out of the dull, ordinary life she feared more than anything. And when that ticket was suddenly snatched away from her, she couldn't accept it. She wouldn't accept it. My sister wasn't the type to admit defeat. Instead, she spiraled into obsession. Her pride, her ego, both deeply rooted in appearances and status, wouldn't let her walk away with dignity. She told herself that he still loved her, that if she could just make him see, just corner him into a moment of weakness, he'd come back to her. But it wasn't love, it was delusion, and soon it turned into something far more dangerous. She began stalking him. At first it was subtle, waiting outside his office, coincidentally showing up at the restaurants he favored, sending texts that began as pleas but quickly escalated into accusations and threats. She followed him in the shadows, convinced that if she could just be near him, he would realize they were meant to be. But her behavior grew more erratic, more desperate. She began harassing his friends, his colleagues, even his family. She lost sight of reality, trapped in a downward spiral of obsession. Eventually, she crossed the line into criminal behavior. She violated the anti-stalking law. The police were called, she was arrested, and with that arrest came the stain she could never scrub away, a criminal record. One that would follow her for the rest of her life, a scarlet letter branding her as unstable, dangerous, unfit for the very society she once tried so hard to climb into. Now, the already slim chances of her marrying into a respectable family, let alone one of high standing, had been all but obliterated. My parents, as proud and image-obsessed as she was, panicked. They couldn't stand the idea that their eldest daughter might forever be branded a social failure. They scrambled to salvage the situation, clinging desperately to whatever hope they could find. They began an all-out assault on the marriage market. Matchmaking agencies, blind dates, introductions from acquaintances and distant relatives. They tried everything. But each attempt only led to more heartbreak, more rejection. No one wanted to be associated with a woman with a record. The whispers spread quickly in such circles. My sister became a cautionary tale, the one everyone avoided. And then, in their desperation, they fell for a scam. It was almost inevitable, really. They were the perfect marks, desperate, vulnerable, blinded by the fantasy of salvaging their pride. A man claiming to be a marriage broker introduced them to what he described as the ideal match. an elite bachelor with impeccable lineage waiting for the right bride. Of course, there were processing fees, introduction fees, background checks to cover. My family, eager to believe that this was their last chance, handed over everything. By the time they realized they'd been conned, they were $50,000 in debt. And that was how they ended up where they are now. My sister and both of my parents working themselves to exhaustion every day, trying to chip away at the debt that hangs over them like an ever-present storm cloud. They live in a small apartment now, stripped of their former comforts, constantly bickering, blaming one another for the mess they created. There are days when I hear bits and pieces from distant relatives or old neighbors about how things are going in that household. None of it is good. The tension, the bitterness, the regret, it poisons every corner of their lives now. They lash out at each other because there's no one else left to blame. And yet, I feel nothing but relief that I severed ties with them when I did. If I hadn't, I might have been dragged down with them, suffocated by their delusions, crushed under the weight of their unrelenting obsession with status. Sometimes, late at night, a flicker of guilt crosses my mind. They are, after all, still my family by blood. But that's where the sentiment ends. Blood ties mean nothing if they only bring you pain. I chose a different path. One of quiet happiness, one built on mutual respect and love rather than appearances and social climbing. I married a man who values kindness over status, sincerity over wealth. His family welcomed me warmly, offering the kind of support and acceptance I never found in my own home. Now I live a peaceful life, far removed from the chaos of my family's downfall. I've learned to appreciate the small joys, the warmth of a genuine conversation, the comfort of a quiet meal with loved ones, the freedom to live without pretense or fear of judgment. I finally understood that happiness isn't found in luxury or status. It's in the people who accept you for who you are, not for what you can bring to their image.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.